Hello everyone, welcome to Coaster Conquistador. My name is Zach, and in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys how I went from a 6-year-old GP guy to the nerdy coaster boy that I am today. Real quick, I just wanted to say thank you so much for 50 subscribers. This will be my official 50 subscriber special, so I hope you enjoy it. Also, just wanted to let you guys know that a 100 subscriber special is on the way about Werner Stengel, an awesome German coaster designer. We'll basically just nerd out about him and his achievements to the coaster industry, but that video might take a while, so make sure to stay tuned for that one. Anyway, thank you so much for 50 subs, and let's get into it. So like I said before, it all started back when I was about 6 years old, and I was very GP. I knew nothing about roller coasters or the amusement industry as a whole. Surprisingly, the first major coaster I rode there was Vortex, the park's 1987 custom-era looper. And let's just say, I did not have the best of rides on it. I guess those janky era transitions and positive G heavy inversions were a bit too much for me, but whatever. For the coming years, I would not do any coaster with inversions, and I would not do any of the two B&Ms at the park, Diamondback or Banshee. No, this was before Orion and Mystic Timbers, which I consider to be the two best coasters at the park, but even then the park still had an amazing coaster lineup. Then one day I decided to get over my fear of coasters, and you know what I did? I rode in Vertigo, the park's 1999 Tacoma inverted boomerang, and somehow I actually enjoyed it. Now that I'm a hardcore enthusiast who's critical of everything, I like to bash the ride now, mainly because the transitions are a bit jarring, plus you have those horrible ratcheting Tacoma over-the-shoulder restraints. But I can appreciate the good forces this coaster pulls, especially on the vertical loop. The second pass through that loop is very forceful. Possibly the most positive G-heavy inversion I've ever experienced. Following my successful encounter with Vertigo, I decided to take a ride on Banshee. This is the park's 2014 custom B&M invert. This coaster does not track very well for some reason. It's got some very forceful inversions and a very snappy first drop. Plus, this coaster does not have a pre-lift like most inverts. Banshee does have vest restraints, which many enthusiasts may find as a negative. However, it does eliminate the possibility of having headbanging. Plus, from an operations and maintenance standpoint, these hydraulic restraints have two hydraulic cylinders for each seat, and each one is alternated use between cycles. This decreases maintenance for the park and is overall an awesome thing. Something that's a little funny is that, personally, I prefer the 1994 invert Raptor at Cedar Point. Personally, I think Raptor it tracks much better, and I find its layout to be a little more enjoyable, which is surprising, because it is actually a clone. Yeah, its clone originally opened at Expoland, where it's called Arachi, was relocated to Wellgator Park in France, where it currently operates today as Monster. In the coming years, I would ride Mystic Timbers, the park's 2017 Skyline, and Jeff Pike's designed GCI. Orion, the park's 2020 B&M Giga Coaster, and Diamondback, the park's 2009 B&M Hyper. I'm currently sitting at 82 credits, and in the coming months, I actually have a few possible coaster trips planned, which I'm really excited for. I'm not going to reveal them today, though. Plus, after watching hours and hours upon hours of ElToroRyan, Coaster College, Canopy Coaster, etc., I've become a nerdy coaster enthusiast. Now, one of the main channels that inspired me to create Coaster Conquistador was Canopy Coaster. I just love his channel. He posts some great content. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. I went from a GP who was scared of any track element bank beyond 35 degrees to being a nerd who talks about things like computer-aided design, self-clearing blocks, up-stop wheels, and linear synchronous motors. And unless you're an enthusiast, you probably have no idea what I just said. Anyway, that just about wraps it up for this video. Again, thank you so much for 50 subscribers. It really means a lot to me. Make sure to stay tuned for more coaster content, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.